Sup, everybody? Early Stoppage MMA here. Today we're going to be going through the UFC 321 Aspinall versus Gane card that just wrapped up yesterday. We'll jump right into it with this first heavyweight bout between Hamdi Abdel Wahab and Chris Barnett. This was sad.
This sucked. This
Yeah,
was this was the true descent of Chris Barnett.
it really was. I mean, Chris Barnett's 39. This is the first
Yeah.
time he's looked 39 in a fight.
Yeah.
Maybe his last fight too, but either way,
The
like Chris
last fight he
Barnett.
got injured, before the
Yeah,
fight even started. Remember he busted his knee up jumping?
yeah. So
But
he had the benefit of the doubt on that one at least, but
yeah, no, this one was bad, dude. It was
yeah,
to the point broadcast was bullying him. Pants were falling down,
yeah.
cheeks were out. It was a brutal day for Chris Barnett yesterday. He was getting bullied after other fights, bro. Walter Walker called
Yeah,
this guy the
they're still bringing him up.
black pepper pig. Yeah, it's so nuts, dude.
Yeah, that was hard. I mean, Chris Barnett sucks too because he was so entertaining, so fun. It's sad to see how far our man has gone.
Dude.
And to be honest, it's probably time for either him to retire or the UFC to cut him.
One of the two will happen. I'm almost positive. There's no way they keep him around
Yeah,
after that.
that
Just got
yeah. That being said, they should not continue to push Hamdi Abdel Wahab.
I
Zero
think they should give
finishing
him.
potential.
I, I'll wait to see what I was gonna say, but
No, I mean,
a certain man in this card did call him out, and I think that makes sense.
I
I
guess,
think
yeah.
just give him that guy.
I don't know. It's just a weird one because I'm just very nothing I've seen from this guy has been very entertaining or impressive, and
No,
he just kind of lays there on people and doesn't even do anything with it. He's not high paced. He's not fun to watch. Like I just don't see what they will get out of having this guy on the roster. Like if this guy becomes ranked at like fifth and doesn't continue to change and evolve his game, and this is just what we're seeing, this card will have another Gelton Almeida or this division,
yeah,
and I can't imagine anything worse for this division
no,
that is already in rough shape.
yeah. No, I do want to give him some maybe not credit, but it might actually be kind of like a an issue that I have with him is that he easily could have finished this fight on the feet. Chris Barnett gassed out in the first 40 seconds of this fight.
Yeah,
And Hamdi was landing, like those twos that he was landing, just straight up, just rushing in, throwing the two, clipped Chris Barnett every single time.
yeah,
Could have easily ended this fight, but every single time he would hit him and then take him to the ground and then lay on him and then get stood up. And he had the back and they stood him up.
yeah,
This was a really bad heavyweight fight.
yeah. It's a weird one because like I in the UFC, entertainment value isn't everything, but it's important. And like Hamdi doesn't have he doesn't have an entertaining style, and he's not getting finishes. Like I don't think winning is enough to justify keeping someone around. And I think that
We
he's
saw
a
that with a couple
perfect
heavyweights
example of that.
recently. Yeah, just in the past year or so, we've seen multiple heavyweights coming off of wins have to, get kicked out. Martin Budai,
Yes, Biggie
who won
boy.
like 8 of his fights, Biggie Boy. So I don't. He's gonna have to make a change, otherwise it's only a matter of time before they get rid of him.
Yeah. All right, enough about this fight that most people probably don't care about, and only we do.
Yeah, yeah.
Moving on to the next fight between Nathaniel Wood and Jose Delgado. This fight ruled. This fight was brutal.
This
It was
fight was
crazy.
this was a great fight. I am happy that Nathaniel Wood won. I know that there's a lot of people saying Jose Delgado won. I do think it was close
I
when I watched it, but
Yeah, I do not think Nathaniel
really,
Wood won this fight. No, not at all.
yeah.
I think it was
I
pretty
was
clearly Delgado, but
I was reading some things about it online, like seeing people's opinions, and it seemed honestly pretty split. I was actually kind of surprised because when we watched it together,
man,
at first I was like, I told you, I was like, dude, I love Nathaniel Wood. I'm happy he won.
yeah,
But I went back and watched the highlights or like the clips from it, and I mean, I see the world,
yeah,
but we did see some questionable judging
yeah,
last night. So that
yeah. I don't think it was like a blowout by any means. Like the first round, Delgado
no,
obviously dominated,
yes,
but like 49-48 situation, or not 49-48, but I think that I think that Delgado did enough to get it done. But damn, Nathaniel Wood, what is that guy made out of? Holy shit.
Dude, I
That
that
motherfucker
is
is tough.
yeah. No, I love Nathaniel Wood, bro. I'm honestly happy he got the win. I think Jose Delgado will be back though.
Oh
Jose
yeah, no
Delgado's a
doubt.
monster.
No doubt. Both these
That dude's
that's
sick.
the thing is this is one of those fights that you see and it's like both of these guys are just good. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they're both going to go far in the featherweight division. I would not be surprised if we saw both of these guys ranked down the line.
Oh, for sure. I think that's gonna happen. I would say.
Yeah. Um so yeah. You want to take this
Yeah,
next one?
dude. Walter Walker, Louis Sutherland. I was joking with him, and I think we all kind of had the thought was like he could totally heel hook this guy again. It's totally
Dude,
possible.
I picked him to do it straight up.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. No, I took him by submission, so that it was awesome, bro. The little scramble, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he had his leg, and it was like, oh no,
He's going to
he's
do it
really
again.
gonna do this again.
Yep.
And he totally did, bro. And then he was calling out Chris Barnett and Hamdi. We were just talking shit about them. I loved it.
Yeah.
This was the best heavyweight fight of the night.
Yeah.
Which, if you saw all the heavyweight fights on this card, you would not pick this one, I don't think. But
Yeah.
no, dude, this was fun while it lasted. It was only, he did it in the first couple minutes, I'm pretty sure. So, no, this was a great fight. I'm really happy for Walter Walker. This man is horrifying. I've been saying this now for the past couple weeks. Just the thought of a 6'6" dude that can rip your legs apart is terrifying.
Yeah.
So,
It's
I honestly, I think giving him Hamdi is fine because I think he'll just do the same thing to Hamdi.
yeah, see
But
that's
we'll
that's
see.
that's where I'm like, bro, you're at the bottom of the rankings. You've like
Yeah.
saved your rankings spot. Like fight up. That's my thing. Like sure, go take out Hamdi so he doesn't get in the rankings, maybe gets cut, but like
Bro,
otherwise like
I don't
why
think,
not fight up the rankings? Fight Tybura, bro.
dude, I think I've never seen this guy call out someone ahead of him. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, no, I think
After his last
he's
fight,
like
he
in
was
the easy
calling out.
fights.
He's enjoying these just the blob heavyweights that he
Yeah.
can rip their legs apart.
Yeah.
Like, hey, it's working out, and he's creating a brand off of it.
Yeah,
But
it's a
it
career.
would be fun. I do think that he could totally. I think that he could fight with someone like Tybura. I don't think it's an easy fight, but
No.
I think there's a chance with guys like that. Some of the older guys at heavyweight.
Yep.
But I'm kind of honestly okay with it because I think we all kind of agree that he would not beat any of the top heavyweights.
Yeah.
So let him just rip up these, the dudes we don't like, bro.
Yeah.
Let him rip up the blobs. Give him Hamdi. If Hamdi gets heel hooked, they're definitely cutting him.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
this is
I
turning
agree.
into a Hamdi hate sesh right now. This is funny.
Yeah. Yeah, Louis Sutherland back on the steroids,
Sutherland.
buddy.
Yeah,
Let's
dude,
do
we
it.
saw nothing from that guy.
Yeah. I don't know what
Poor
we're
Louis.
expected to get out of that. I'm sure they'll give him another fight because he's from England and
Yeah.
he took it on short notice and helped them out, but hopefully he has a better showing, I guess.
Yeah, I think Walter Walker is kind of a tough pull in your debut at heavyweight.
Yeah, he's one of the dudes with like genuine talent. At least it seems like it, so I would agree.
Skill for sure.
Yeah,
he's skill.
it's not the greatest debut to have, but yeah.
The next fight though.
Next fight.
of the
Oh
night.
my god, dude.
Fight
Ludovic
of the night,
Klein versus
Ludovic Klein.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Dude, Ludovic Klein versus Mateusz Rezbecki, bro. This was sick.
It was awesome, bro.
This was so cool. I needed the finish. I was begging Klein to get the finish, bro. He wobbled him like 9 times. But
dude,
no,
Rebetsky, this is
overall-
another one of those fights where it's like, what is this guy made out of?
yeah, no, that is kind of a common occurrence in this fight, like this whole card. It's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Ludovic Klein, bro, is a monster. That dude was just piecing him up first round. I thought for sure after that first round, I was like, oh, he's into this in the second round. He clipped him like 3 times, was throwing crazy head kicks, everything.
Yeah.
And bro, Rebecca just did not move. That guy just kept hunting him down. All of a sudden, I looked over to talk to you. I looked back, and Rebecca's just on top of him, banging elbows. I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going on?
Rebecca's pulled it off in those last 2 rounds and made it closer, which is crazy. I mean, Klein definitely won, but it's one of those like Rebecca was closing in just off of toughness alone.
Yeah. No, and then Klein gets the win, but he broke his ankle, so he's sitting on the stool. That was like that. This was the ultimate aura fight for sure.
It was
Dude,
crazy.
these guys were both just like Rebecca was in the guard, just fucking banging elbows,
Yep.
and Klein's underneath. It was so sick, bro. This fight deserved to be fight of the night. I think this is a fight that we all kind of talked about as a fight of the night fight, and it was. This was
Yeah.
awesome.
It was a banger. It was great. Next fight, Ikram Aliskerov, Jeepers, versus Jung Young Park, the Iron Turtle. This fight was pretty, average. I think this is pretty
Yeah.
middle of the road. These prelims were pretty good. This is honestly the fight that kind of slowed it down a bit.
Mm.
And I don't know if that's a testament to just the Iron Turtle, honestly, just being very good but not ranked. Like
Yeah.
Ikram did pass sort of the test. The Iron Turtle, I think, is fair to call a gatekeeper at this point, and he's good, he's well rounded, and he's tough. So he's always in the fight, but Ikram pulls it off, but doesn't show anything spectacular in the process.
No. Yeah. No, I think this was just one of the fights that you kind of need to have to get into that ranking, and it's kind of like a test fight.
Yep.
This was the fight that I had to leave for, so I didn't watch this one. I don't have anything to say about it, to be honest.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. It was so just an average fight. Like when you think of like middleweight matchup that goes to a decision, this is the fight that you're thinking of.
I saw like the last minute, and I figured that was probably about the whole fight. It was just kind of
Yes, it was. Like no, there wasn't a lot of like ups and downs or variances. It was pretty standard. So
that sounds about right.
Moving on to an awesome fight, Quillen Salkild KOs Nasrat Hakparast. Nasty fucking KO, dude.
Gross.
Oh man,
this was probably the best finish of the night.
Yeah,
easily. And dude, it was so sick. This was so cool.
Yeah,
you called it too.
I did.
I'm gonna give you your props here. You go, bro. Everyone's saying Salkild's like gonna take this to decision and maybe win.
No,
bro, I think he straight up knocks him out.
Yeah,
and I was like, okay, let's see what happens. And bro, he totally did. That was awesome. That was a great call by you.
Yeah, I genuinely, Salkild has genuinely looked like he's got it. He's got that when you see a prospect and they've got whatever it is, he has looked like that. And I was like, you know what? I think he can do this. Even though it was Nasrat Hakparast, which is a good opponent, a great opponent for an unranked lightweight fight. And Quillen Salkild taking it on short notice. Like, that is... I mean, this is as good as it could go. And Quillen looked great during it. I am very excited to see what this guy does next.
Oh, yeah. No, he's getting very dangerously close to the top 15.
Yeah. I would not be surprised if we saw, like, them matchmake him versus Rufy, which, holy shit. Can you imagine that fight? Oh, my God.
Yeah. Him versus like BSD or something.
Yeah,
the fights. Dude. There's a lot of fun fights for him. I love when the lightweight strikers get these matchups because there's so many good opportunities.
Or like him versus Moicano. Oof.
Oof. Yeah, that's good.
I could see him doing nasty things to Moicano. If Moicano doesn't just take him to the ground. That's why it's such a good matchup, dude. Oh. It's exciting.
And he has the Australia plot armor jiu-jitsu defense too.
He does.
So
he does. Probably. So
probably. We haven't had to see it.
Well, he uses his offense. Like in his last fight, he won partly because he grappled the way his way through it. So Quillen Salkild's super young too, and he's already putting out bangers like this. It's exciting. So
yeah.
Not much more to say than that. Watch this KO if you haven't already. It was so sick. So
main card.
Yeah, you want to take this one away? You want to take the next two away?
I'll take the next two. Sure. Alexander Rakic versus Azamat Mirzakhanov. Bro, this fight was maybe better than I expected. I don't know. I kind of expected this to go all 3 rounds. And kind of seeing... Well, I didn't know, dude. I thought Rakic was going to be okay. I knew I had Mirzakhanov winning.
Yeah.
But I thought Rakic was going to have, be a little bit better striker. And I thought maybe the height would help him out a lot. And it totally didn't. Mirzakhanov just smoked it. It was just a straight power jab.
Yeah.
Clipped him right in the chin and just dropped him. No follow-up shots, nothing. It was a beautiful jab. It was awesome. But, dude, the football coach does it again.
He does it again. Yeah, I definitely was probably not respecting Alexander Rakic coming into this fight. Like I did not think he had much of a chance. Maybe
Mm,
more than I should have, honestly. But I thought Asmat would just get it done in like the first or second round because that just seems to be how he wins all of his fights. And it's worked so
yeah,
like this many times in a row that I'm like, yeah, I feel like he can do it again.
yeah.
And he did, which was crazy. But yeah, it's an interesting situation where like Asmat, I'm pretty sure is coming off a layoff because he popped, if I'm not mistaken.
Mhm.
And I was a little worried that maybe the power and the endurance would go away, but that did not seem to be the case. So
No, no, it's certainly not.
yeah,
Dude,
it was
next
wicked.
heavyweight fight though, the Alexander Volkov, Jailton Almeida.
Oh man,
This was, dude. Okay, so listen, we all have our things to say about Jailton Almeida. I just want to throw it out there that whenever Dana White told Volkov that he was going to make it right, we'll take care of you. That was this decision. I think I think Almeida probably won this fight, but Volkov, Volkov got the win. And I'm happy. I don't like Almeida. I love Volkov, so I'm very happy.
I'm very vocal about this. It's one of my biggest like pet peeves
Yes.
with the UFC and the sport in general, kind of. But like I that's where I like slightly disagree with you. Like I think that Jailton Almeida, by all optics, probably could have won the fight, but like I think Volkov clearly won it because Volkov's doing all the damage from the bottom. You know what I mean? From off of his
Yep.
back. Like he's punching Jailton Almeida and elbowing him in the face. Jailton Almeida is not throwing anything. He's quite literally just holding onto Volkov and making like
Yeah.
transitions. And Volkov
Well,
is at
yeah.
least trying to throw up submissions. He's trying to do anything. I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that Volkov, like, they tallied up Jailton Almeida's control time, and he had
Yeah.
like five significant strikes, if that, and
Bro,
zero
he has.
submission attempts.
Yeah, I'm looking at the stats right now. Total strikes, not even significant strikes. He has 27 total strikes in the entire fight,
Yeah,
and zero submission attempts, seven takedowns, nine significant strikes is the number that you're
see,
looking for there.
that
But
that's crazy. Like
yeah,
Volkov is doing all
Volkov.
of the activities, actually trying to finish the fight, even though he was being controlled on his back the whole time. He should win this fight by
Yeah,
every
no,
measure.
well, the counter to that is like Volkov threw 123 total strikes, only 24 significance, but it's kind of hard to throw significance on your back, I guess.
Yeah, but at the
And
yeah,
oh no, go ahead.
just if you're not threatening submissions and you're not actually landing anything from like the top, I think that the non-significant strikes have to factor in at that point.
Yeah, I think so. I agree with you.
It's
No,
just
I like I
yeah,
said, bro. I think that Almeida could have won the fight, and by all accounts that we've had in the last however long in the UFC, usually Almeida does win that fight, and I don't agree with it.
yeah.
Like just the idea that holding your guy and the Mario Batista effect
Hmm.
um, should not get you a win, but it has recently, and I
Yes.
think that like I think Volkov getting the win was kind of a difference in that, and that's what I'm saying is we'll take care of you. But
Yeah, I
I
think
don't know, dude.
I don't want to be too like it sucks to be negative because like we watch this sport to have fun. You know what I mean? We do
Yeah,
these videos to have fun, but to be honest with you, like this this fight and honestly pretty much the rest of this card is just kind of an example, not the rest of this card actually, but like this and the main event are kind of the prime examples of like the ways in which this can kind of fall apart and the ways in which it kind of is sticky and doesn't work because it's like Giotto Almeida is technically a very skilled fighter, but at the same time, like you cannot be putting on performances like this because like it's genuinely bad for the sport and bad for business if Giotto Almeida gets to the belt fighting this way. I
I agree.
think it's overall more detrimental. And like Gelton Almeida should maybe just switch over to like UFC BJJ because it kind of
Yeah,
seems like his whole grappling and jujitsu thing is where his like love and passion is. I don't think he belongs here. Like I don't want to be that guy who's like cut a top five dude, but at a certain point, like I genuinely think he's like bad for business.
oh, he for sure is.
Yeah,
We were talking about that yesterday. Like, it's gonna be so hard. Before the decision came out, I think that like even you a little bit were like that might be Almeida. Like Almeida might have won that,
yeah,
and we were both upset about it. But we were
yeah.
both talking about it. It's like it's going to be so hard to push a title fight with Jelton Almeida.
Yes, I was very
So,
worried that they were going to give it to him, and I'm like, even if he wins this, you're right. There's no way they give him a title shot off of it.
yeah,
It's
no,
just not
it's
going to
just
happen.
kind of a no. I agree.
Uh, it's so
Moving
sad
on.
because like on paper it was such a good matchup too. The whole classic
It was.
striker versus grappler. And to be honest with you, I think if Jailson Almeida just threw some fucking punches while he was on top, I don't think anyone would be complaining. Honest to God.
I think we need Jelton Almeida versus Hamdi. It's time to
Yeah,
bring
yeah.
back Hamdi into
Do that,
the
and the winner gets cut,
bro.
and
No,
the
no, no.
loser.
5 round Apex main event. Hamdi versus Jelton Almeida. Winner gets the title shot.
Actually, fuck it. 1 round, half round.
Yeah, 2 minutes. They're
Yeah.
both gonna gas out.
Yep. We don't need the rest of it.
Oh.
We've already made up our mind. So
No, they should do a like what they should do is for the first ever event where they're like take away the time limit.
Mhm.
They should do Jelton Almeida versus Hamdi,
Oh my god.
and then somebody has to finish the fight.
Jailson
And
Almeida
we'll be
falls
here.
asleep laying on top of him.
Dude, yeah, it's gonna. We need to stop bullying Hamdi, dude. All right.
All
Actually,
right.
he probably deserved it.
Yeah, probably.
Moving on.
Moving
Moving
on
on.
to the co-main, Umar Nurmagomedov versus Mario Batista. Actually, a pretty good fight. It showed off a lot of skill. Umar showed off that he is very good. He's that good. However, I got to give flowers to Mario Batista. Mario Batista had moments in this fight. He made it closer than a lot of Umar's other like fighters that he gets into. Sorry, Jesus. Mario Batista performed better than Corey, other than in Corey's first round. Like, I think Mario Batista showed that like actually pretty
He's legit.
entertaining too. Keeps up a good pace and is very talented. I consider this my official apology to Mario Batista.
Dude, I've always appreciated Mario Batista. I did get pissed off when he beat Aldo, but
Yeah,
then after that,
yeah.
I was just kind of enjoying.
Yeah,
Like the last fight, I just enjoyed it, bro. I love it all.
Yep.
He had his moments in this fight with Umar. That knee,
Yeah.
I think that if he would have pressured on that knee, he could have finished this fight. Umar
I
was
agree.
hurt for a good couple of minutes, I feel.
Yep. He was so worried about the takedown that he just
Yeah.
didn't engage, and he probably should have, which is fairly common in MMA to like let somebody go when you have them hurt. But I understand it because like it is Umar you're in front of, and like he's trying to make a calculated decision in the moment. So
Yeah. No, it just kind of sucks because like I really think that if he would have pressed in on that, he could have finished this fight.
I also
Granted, like you said, the takedown and everything.
Yes.
It's not guaranteed.
Yes.
But he didn't even throw another punch after that. He just started following him around.
Yeah, for real.
It was kind of weird circumstance. I didn't know.
I think also, I'm convinced that fucking toe hold would have worked if it was anybody whose name was not Nurmagomedov.
Bro, that toe hold was nasty.
That was crazy. I was like, holy shit. Yeah. Kudos to Mario Batista. Good performance. Give him someone like Song Yadong.
Dude, I think that would be a really good fight. And he might even win that fight.
Yeah.
I really like Song Yadong, but that is a winnable fight.
Yeah, I at this point in time, I would probably favor Mario Batista. I think it would be a good matchup.
Yeah.
And
if Mario Batista fights like he did, other than the inactivity after hurting him, like that is not a boring fighter. What we saw yesterday, that was a fun fight, I thought.
Yeah, completely agree.
So,
yeah, it'll be exciting to see what happens going forward. I think we all know what Umar's next fight is going to be. So
it'll be the belt.
Yeah.
They're pushing that.
Yeah. Moving on to the co-main event, we had Mackenzie Dern beating Verna Jandiroba for the strawweight title fight. Congratulations, women's strawweight, and welcome back, Brian Ortega.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know how else to put it. Like, it's a weird one. I thought Jandiroba was gonna get it done, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah.
I thought that her grappling and her awareness would set her apart, because Mackenzie Dern on the feet just doesn't always look that great. But Mackenzie Dern is always dangerous off her back, and Mackenzie Dern just was slightly ahead in pretty much all aspects of this fight. I mean, sure, she was getting taken down and stuff, but her submission threat was always enough to get back to the feet or scramble or whatever. And yeah, kudos to her. She looks like a champ in that fight, and I'm not necessarily disappointed. by the
No,
outcome
dude,
here.
yeah, no, I was impressed for sure. I didn't really, I don't think any of us really cared that much about this fight. It still
Yeah,
does feel kind of like a second place fight
yeah, it
because I think
does.
Weili would beat both of these girls, but
Yeah,
um, I think the reality was just this was just a 5 round version of the first fight
yep,
where Dern was more active on the feet, kind of neutralized the grappling and just kind of took advantage in all aspects of it.
yep,
And I was impressed. I
yeah,
also, if you watched our picks video, I picked Jandaroba also. I thought that just I had seen more from Jandaroba and I was more impressed from Jandaroba than I was Dern.
yeah,
And I was surprised, honestly, that Dern looked as good as she did. I'm impressed.
yeah. I Mackenzie Dern clearly leveled up here. It is the best she's
Oh
ever
yeah.
looked. So if she can kind of continue on this arc and this improvement or whatever, maybe we'll have a fun champion of women's strawweight. I'll totally eat my words on that, and I'd be happy to. That would be really cool. Um,
Yeah.
you know, maybe if Rose Namajunas can win a couple more fights, they give her another shot at strawweight, and we get Rose Namajunas versus Mackenzie Dern, which is a semi-intriguing matchup for a division that is otherwise very stagnant. So
That's true.
yeah,
No,
just putting
dude,
possibilities out there.
I like it. No, there's some fun fights.
Yeah. Uh,
Dude.
should we move on to the very,
Yes,
very
dude.
depressing main event?
Yeah, this was brutal, man. Tom Aspinall keeps his belt with the no contest draw. Sorokin. This had the making of a great fight. The first, how long was the fight on? It was like there was only a minute left or something,
Yeah,
right? Like
4 minutes and
four
35
minutes.
seconds.
Yeah. So the first round practically of this fight was pretty fun. Like Sorokin looked good. First off, we got to give him a little bit of credit. He was finding his range. The jab was hitting Aspinall, bloodied up his nose. He looked really good, bro. I thought Sorokin looked good. I still
Mhm.
think that Aspinall would have won,
Yeah,
but it looked to me a lot like Aspinall was kind of getting back into the field because he'd been out. He's been out for like a year and a half now, and I think he
yeah,
was kind of just getting back into the feel of getting rid of the ring rust,
yeah,
if that's real, if you believe it. But dude, that eye poke was brutal. He hit him with the Three Stooges, just all
yes,
fingers straight in the eyeballs, knuckle deep,
yeah.
and
I think that there's
yeah,
a very it was it's such a weird situation because optically too, what a fucking nightmare. It's a situation where Tom Aspinall is getting jabbed up. I think that the fight is closer than a lot of people are making it out to be. Like if you had watched that fight, or if you go back and watch that fight, Tom Aspinall is landing his straights on Cyril Gane as he's moving out and exiting. So they're landing back and forth. Tom just was more busted up because Cyril Gane made his nose bleed. I don't even know
yeah,
if it was broken. It didn't seem to be bothering Tom at all. He just was bleeding. So who knows? But I think Cyril Gane was winning the round. Probably would have won the round if it had made it to the end. Um, but at the same
yeah.
time, yeah, I was. I'm not gonna lie, a little bit worried as that fight was going on that our clickbaity thumbnail from the our prediction video was actually gonna come true. So,
Yeah. No,
um,
there was definitely moments where you're like, holy dude, Gon looked like Gon striking like leveled up, and
yeah,
I think that that's what we wanted out of that fight. Though optically, I agree that Sorokin was winning that first round, and I think that he probably would have taken it.
yeah,
But I did not. I mean, I don't think any of us expect this fight to come out, go out 5 rounds.
yeah. It's a
I think. No, I was just gonna say I Dana already said that they're gonna rebook this as
yeah.
soon as possible as soon as
That's
the eyes healed up.
that's going on the Paramount card because they don't even have a
Yeah,
man. It'll probably be that and then co-main with Taporia or something. So
dude, that would be sick.
yeah,
But
I
this no, I was just gonna say I think that Aspinall will come back, and I'm more confident in Aspinall now. If that makes any sense, like he got the feel for Gon,
oh yeah,
and I think that Gon having the success that he did have is kind of thinks he has the game plan, but Tom's gonna use that against him,
yeah.
and he's gonna come back, and I think that I'm more confident in Tom Aspinall now, which is crazy.
Yeah. Well, Tom said in the post-fight interview that he was mad because the fight was just getting going, and he was
Yeah,
honestly right because Tom was starting to cut Cyril Gane off more and limit his movement more. So you could tell it was the dynamic of the fight is changing. Things are happening as happens in fights. It is just such a shame. I think that the narrative going around that Tom wanted out of the fight is stupid and goes out of the window the second you see how deep Ciryl Gane's fucking knuckles went into his eye socket. Like, if you look at that and you're like, oh, Tom should have fought, I don't know what to tell you. I think you might be a crayon eater. I think you might be stupid.
Bro, I will not even lie. I have to come clean. I told you before I saw the replay, it kind of felt like that a little bit. I don't know if you had it, but
Yeah.
whenever you saw the optics of it,
Yeah.
of Gane kind of beating him up and then getting the eye poke, and then it was like,
Mhm.
okay, it was a bad eye poke, like we saw it, but when we got the close
Yeah.
up replay, it was like, oh no, okay, that's a legit, that's an issue.
Yeah. It was very much a situation where like both can be true. It can be true that Tom Aspinall, it was a close round, but that he was losing, and that he got eye poked and didn't want to continue because he can't fucking see. Like, both of those they're not mutually exclusive. They are both probably true. And I think that it's also a situation where, like, we've seen Tom get jabbed up by guys that are good at striking and long range and kind of bounce in and out. Like, if you go back and watch the first Volkov fight, I'm pretty sure that made it to the second round as well. And Tom was getting peppered at range in that fight.
I think he straight armbarred him at the end of the first.
Was it the end of the first? I can't. I know one of Tom's fights in the UFC went to the second round, and I don't know which one it is.
It was Andrei Arlovsky.
It was Arlovsky?
It was Arlovsky. Is the only guy to make it to the second round with Aspinall.
Damn, Arlovsky's a dog. But anyways, regardless, still, it's one of those things where, like, in the Volkov fight, he was kind of tagging Tom at range, and Tom figured out the movement, got in to get the takedown, and made it happen. I imagine the same thing was probably going to happen with Ciryl Gane. It was just a matter of time. So,
yeah, I think like I said, I think that he just took his time in the it took a longer time because he was out for so long. He needed to get the feel for the range and feel everything.
Yeah,
and I think that now that he's had just that, even that little bit of a little bit of time in the octagon with Gane, and I think that when he comes back, he'll be mentally more prepared. Yeah, if that makes sense.
Or even the alternative. I mean, a lot of people just hate Ciryl Gane. One, for obvious reasons. Two, he is the reason that this fight ended in an eye poke. He fucking tried to scramble Tom's brains with his fucking fingers. But at the same time, if Ciryl Gane has genuinely improved and managed to put together solid takedown defense, he is going to be a nightmare in that division. Oh
yeah, no, these two are the two best at heavyweight easily.
Yes,
but the most complete, most skilled, technical heavyweights are the Ciryl Gane and Tom Aspinall.
Yeah,
so that's what makes this fight so exciting, and it just sucks that this is how it ended.
Yep,
so.
It is. It's brutal. It's a bummer. No definitive answer. I imagine that, I mean, who knows with fucking Ciryl Gane, but to be honest with you, if Ciryl Gane can't fight, again, because he has to go film a new movie in Paris or something, they'll probably throw Volkov in with Aspinall, and I bet you Aspinall wants to get back out there ASAP.
Oh yeah, he does.
So I'm sure we'll see the heavyweight belt get defended again soon. I'm not too worried about it, but yeah, it's just a bummer. This was, like, to be honest with you, this main card was not great.
I feel like was kind of lackluster.
Yeah, the prelims were pretty solid. The prelims were pretty fucking fun. Other than the Ikram fight, I was having a pretty good time with those. But yeah, I'm excited to move past this card. I will say, we've got 2 more weeks of Apex slop of the highest order, and then we have one of the best cards of all time in Madison Square Garden. So we just kind of have to hold off until then.
Yep, got a couple weeks.
Yeah. Oh, one thing I did want to bring up was, did you watch the Embedded? There was this.
I did not.
There was a. I haven't watched Embedded in forever, and I tuned in to see what was going on. And Volkov, they had this clip of Volkov training, and for some reason he was in there training with the dumpling, and they're holding pads for him, and he's just slapping the shit out of the pads, and I was cracking up. It just looked so ridiculous.
I need to check that one out.
It was awesome. So funny.
Volkov and dumpling collab.
Yeah, just the idea of holding pads for a slap fighter is hilarious. So, anyways, that is my little bit at the end here for, like, if you guys haven't checked out the the embedded in a while, they are not up to anything crazy on there. Oh man, so funny. But yeah, I don't know. The one other thing that I wrote down that I wanted to get out there was that, like, you know that if this was Tom Aspinall, or if this was the Tom Aspinall versus John Jones fight, John Jones would have got the
Yep.
TKO, Doctor Stoppage.
I'm sure, probably.
Oh my god.
Probably.
Yeah.
If we're throwing out random tidbits, I did you see that John Jones changed his profile picture to the duck with the
Yeah.
eye patch?
Yeah.
That's awesome. So
I fucking hate this guy.
yeah. Well, I just imagine if Cyril Gane poked him in the eye like that, bro, John Jones would have fucking taken his eye out. I'm sure.
Oh
So
yeah. 100%.
yeah. Not even
I
felt bad.
yeah. Sorry you guys. This is just a downer video for a downer card. We're just grasping at straws here cuz it was very uneventful. It was not a great night for UFC fans and combat sports in general. So I think
Kind of a little bit of a rant.
yeah, a little bit of a rant going on. Sorry for the longer video. We'll keep them shorter in the future, but yeah, I think we're all probably feeling the same way. We'd love to hear your venting, your ranting, your opinions down in the comments below. Did Tom want out of the fight? Let us know. Is Tom being a baby? Should he have continued fighting? Your answer should be no, but feel free to let us know in the comments down below. Yeah. We'll see you later.